Polynomials, a review. A polynomial is an algebraic expression that is a single term or sum of terms. Each term is either a constant term, for example, -5, pi, 2/3, or a power of a variable multiplied with a numerical coefficient. So 10 times p, square root of 2 times x to the 3. So for example, in 10p, the numerical coefficient is going to be 10, and the space is just multiplying, and then p is the literal coefficient, which is the variable. And examples, there's 10p, which is a monomial, and there is 10p plus 12q, which is a binomial because there's two terms. There's 10p plus 12q minus 15r, which is a trinomial because there's three terms. And then there is 10p plus 12q minus 15r plus 8x squared, which is a polynomial. And here's a definition. The degree of a term is the sum of the exponents of its variables. So for example, -5x cubed is the sum of the exponent of the variable. So x cubed is the variable, and the exponent here is just 3. So we have a degree of 3. And then we have 8x to the 6, y to the 2. And the degree is 8 because we're going to look at the first variable, which is x to the 6, and the second variable y to the 2. So 6 plus 2 is 8. So the degree is 8. And for the term 4, the degree is 0 because we may put an x to the 0, which is like 1, and that will give you 0 in the exponent for the variable x to the 0. -2x is just 1 because that's just x to the 1. Okay, so the degree of a polynomial is the greatest degree of its terms. So for example, the degree 3x squared y squared plus 5x to the 4 y to the 3 minus 7x to the 2 y to the 3 minus 11 is 7. Because we look at the first term is degree of 4, the second term is degree 7, and the third term is degree 5. And so 7 is greater than 5 is greater than 4, so the greatest degree is 7. So here are some examples. Degree 1, 3x plus 5 is a monomial. Degree 2, 2x squared plus 3x plus 5 is a binomial. Degree 3, -8x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x plus 5 is a trinomial because there's three variable terms. And then finally, a polynomial where there's degree of 4. We put in x4 minus 8x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x plus 5. So we're going to simplify. So here's a question: 5x minus 2 minus 6y plus 4 plus 3x minus 3y. And that is equal to 8x because the 5x and the 3x is added together to give you 8x. The -6y and the -3y is added together to give you -9y. And then -2 plus 4 gives you a +2. That was question 1. Question 2, -x squared minus 15xy plus 3y squared plus 2x squared plus xy minus 7y squared. So you look at the x squared first. So -x squared and the plus 2x squared, you add them together, you get x squared. And then the -15xy plus xy, you get the -14xy. And then you do the 3y squared minus 7y squared gives you -4y squared. Question 3. negative 3x squared plus 7x minus 3 minus 2x squared plus 4x minus 10. So we look at the first x squared terms, negative 3x squared minus 2x squared gives you negative 5x squared. And then we have the 7x minus 4x gives you 3x. Then you have minus 3 minus minus 10. So that's like minus 3 plus 10, which gives you a plus 7 at the end. Question 4. 4 minus 2 bracket 3x plus 5 times 1 minus x bracket. So that is equal to 4 minus 2, 3x plus 5 minus 5x. So you do 5 times 1, 5 minus x. And then you have the 2. You're going to multiply everything in the bracket by 2. So 4 minus 6x plus 10 minus 10x equals to 4 minus 6x minus 10 plus 10x. So you have 4 and a minus 10 gives you minus 6. You have a 10x minus 6x, which gives you 4x. Now we're going to go to question 5. 2/3 6a minus 9 minus 5 over 2 8 plus 4 minus 1 over 6 12 minus 18a is just 4a. So you do the 2 times 6 divided by 3 is 12 divided by 3, you get 4, you have a here. You have 2 times 9 is 18, 18 divided by 3, you get a 6 here, is a negative 6. Then you have 5 times 8 is 40, 40 divided by 2, you get negative 20a. And you have a negative sign here because it's a negative 5 over 2. 5 times 4 is 20, 20 divided by 2 is negative. You get negative 10 here. And 12 divided by 6, you get a negative 2. 18 divided by 6, you get a 3 over 3a. And now you just add all the a together. 4 minus 20 plus 3 means negative 13a. Negative 6 minus 10 minus 2 gives you negative 18. Now we're going to go to question 6, which is 2x times 3x squared minus 5x plus 2, which is equal to 2x times 3x squared, you get 6x cubed. 2x minus 5x, you get negative 10x squared. And finally, 2x plus 2 times plus 2 is 4x, which is equals to 4x minus 6. We can do question 7. Y plus 2 times y minus 3. So we're going to do y times y, give you y squared. And then y times negative 3 is negative 3y. And then we're going to do plus 2y and then negative 6, which gets you to y squared minus y minus 6. Question 8. We have 5 times x plus y times 2x minus 3y. So we can do the 5 times x, 5 times y gets you 5x plus 5y. And then we do 10x squared, which is the 5x times the 2x, gives you 10x squared. And then we do the 5x times negative 3y, gets you negative 15xy. Then we do plus 5y times 2x, gives you 10xy. Then we do 5y times negative 3y, negative 15y squared, which is equal to 10x squared and the negative 15y squared, and in the middle you would add the two terms together to get negative 5xy. Then we have 2x minus 5y squared, which is just 2x minus 5y times 2x minus 5y. So with the 2x times itself, you get the 4x squared. And then you do the 2x times 5y which gives you 10xy, and 10xy you times it by 2, you get 20xy, because there's two of the same thing happening, and it's a negative, so you get a negative 20xy. And then you have the 5y times 5y, which gives you 25y squared. And here is 3x, question 10, which is 3x plus 4y times 3x plus minus 4y. So you do the 3x times 3x, you get 9x squared. And then you do the plus 4y times 3x, which gets you the plus 12xy. And then you do the negative 16y squared, and then you also get this term ending that, which is negative 12xy. So there's negative 12xy, that's positive 12xy, so those two cancel, and so you have 9x squared minus 16y squared. So question 11, negative 1/2 a 4b 3 and then 18a to the 3b minus 14ab squared. So what you do is you do the negative 1/2 times 18, you get negative 9. And then you have the a to the 4 times a to the 3, you get a7. B to the 3 times b, you get b4. And then plus negative 1/2, negative 14 divided by negative 2 gives you positive 7. And a4 times a gives you a5, b3 times b2 gives you b5. Question 12, 3 times 2x minus y squared minus 4x minus 2y times x plus 2y. So here we will do the 2x minus y times 2x minus y, which gives you 4x squared minus 4xy plus y squared. You get the minus 4xy because you get the 2x times negative y, which gives you negative 2xy, and you do that twice, so you get negative 4xy. And then here you do x minus 2y times x plus 2y, which gives you times x plus 2y, so you get x squared minus 4y squared, and the middle two terms, they cancel out. Okay, and then 12x squared minus 12xy plus 3y squared is just the 3 distributed to the terms 4x squared minus 4xy plus y squared. And then the 4 you distribute to the x squared minus 4y squared, you get 4x squared. Because there's a negative sign here and a negative sign here, it becomes positive, so it becomes positive 16y squared. And then you just collect like terms, 12x squared minus 4x squared plus 3y squared. Just other x, so you get 8x squared. You have the 12xy, and then you have the 19y squared. Okay, question 13, 3x plus 2y to the 3. So that's just 3x plus 2y times 3x plus 2y times 3x plus 2y. So I'm going to be doing 3x plus 2y times itself, which gives you 9x squared plus 3x times 2y times 2, which is 12xy, plus 4y squared times 3x plus 2y, which is equal to 27 8 cubed plus 36x2y plus 12xy squared plus 18x squared y plus 24xy squared plus 8y cubed, because you're just distributing this 9xy to 3x, 9xy. So you do the 3x times 9x squared plus the 12xy plus the 4y squared, and then you do the 2y distributed to the 9x squared plus 12xy plus 4y squared. And then you collect the like terms, so you have 27x cubed, that is the first one. You have an 8y cubed, which is the last one. And then you just add the x squared y's, 18 and 36 to get 54. And the xy squares, 12 plus 24 to get 36. Question 14, 2x minus 3y plus z squared. So that is equal to 2x minus 3y plus z times 2x minus 3y plus z, which is just equal to 4x squared, right? 2x times 2x minus 3 times 2xy, negative 6xy, and then 2xz, and then you do the 3y, negative 3y times 2x minus 3y plus 2, you get negative 6xy plus 9y squared minus 3yz, and then you do the z, 2xz, and then you get the negative 3yz, and you get a plus x squared, z squared, sorry. So that is equal to 4x squared minus 12xy, because we have 2xy, negative 6xy, so we put that there. And then you have 2xz and 2xz, you get a 4xz, you have the 9y squared, you have the 6yz here, negative 6yz, the 2 over here, and then you have the z squared. Question 15. 2x minus y plus 3z times negative x plus 2y minus 4z, you get negative 2x squared plus 4xy minus 8xz plus xy minus 2y squared plus 4yz minus 3xz plus 6yz minus 12z squared, and we're just distributing the 2x times negative x plus 2y minus 4x, and then the negative y times negative x plus 2y minus 4yz, and then you have the 3z minus negative x plus 2y minus 4z. And then we try to collect some like terms here. So for example, the xy, there's 4xy plus xy, so you get 5xy. There's 8xz minus 3, negative 8 minus 3, you get negative 11xz. And then you have the 4yz plus 6yz gives you 10yz minus 2y squared minus 12z squared. And it looks like that is the final answer because there's no more like terms to collect.